Welcome to Networking Arizona with host Carol Blonder. You'll hear interviews with businesses located throughout the valley. Networking, it makes a difference.
If I traded it all.
So welcome to the show, everyone. As all of you know, I talk to everyone within 3 feet of everyone, right through the radio. And that's what we're doing here. If you want to get yourself heard on the show, just give us a call here at the station. We'll get you connected with me. The number here is 602-277-5369, and toll-free it's 1-866-536-1100. I'm going to go in with my first guest. He's been on with me now 7 years. We've calculated it, and yes, you have heard him before, but there's a reason why that he comes on a lot. He's going to tell you that, as well as for some of the newbies, for some of the people that have not called, that should call, all of that. I have with me Ted Watkins, and he is an enrolled agent, been doing it since 1978. Welcome to the show.
Well, it's great to be back, Carol. I'm certainly loving this weather, and our Cardinals finally got their act together last night. So
isn't it fun?
Great to be back. So.
All right, so tell everybody a little bit about you and what you do and why you're here and why you're here now.
Okay. Well, I'm what's called an enrolled agent before IRS, and maybe a lot of you haven't heard of that, but we've been around a long time. In fact, President Abraham Lincoln actually started us back in the 1865. But I haven't been around quite that long, almost. But anyway, enrolled agents were licensed by the federal government, and we do most of us prepare taxes, of course, but we also do a lot of work helping people that have tax issues, and that's one of the reasons I come on so often, as I do like helping people. And if you have ever been on the wrong side of the IRS, they're the worst collection agency in the world because they can literally put you on the street because they can take all of your money and they can put a wage garnishment. And so it's not, you need to stay on the right side of them. And that's what I like to do, is to help people get back on track with them.
What I like about Ted is he's got about the sharpest pencil. I've been saying that a lot lately about him. And he can help anyone in the entire U.S. of A. So that means any place in the United States. Go ahead.
That's right, because we're licensed by the federal government. I can help you in all 50 states.
I'm not hearing it here.
As Guam and all those kind of weird places we still are part of the United States. But also, one reason you should use an enrolled agent is we're strictly tax people. And I'm not here to badmouth CPAs, but CPAs do a lot of accounting, and some of them don't do very much tax at all. So an enrolled agent, that's all we do. We have to take a 3-day exam strictly in taxes, and we also have to take at least 24 hours of continuing education each year. And so and then a lot of us, like I said earlier, in the outside the tax season, we help people that have tax issues. So that's one reason. Another reason you should use an enrolled agent is, at least me, is my fees are pretty reasonable. A lot of times my fees will be the same or less as like H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt or Liberty. And then, like Carol said earlier, I can help anyone in all 50 states. So you don't have to live in the state of Arizona. I have clients in about 23 different states that I help out.
Here's another thing that Ted likes to do. He loves giving away stuff. So first of all, anyone who hasn't done their taxes, and there are people, you said you got the longest one is like 9 years.
That's right.
Someone that hasn't done them. So we know you're out there. And also, anyone who has have them done, or he's going to give away either a 2015 or 2016 business or personal tax return. That's a $400 value right there. Also, he likes to give everyone, he's got a tax organizer that is absolutely phenomenal. We're going to talk a little bit about that everybody should have. Absolutely everybody should have it just to have. Also, he has now something that a lot of people, he said one of the number one questions that he gets asked is about people's records and how long they should take them. So he's got a record retention guide. We're going to give that to everybody, as well as a Starbucks card and or a Walmart card. So there's no reason not to call. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Call in, get entered in to win. Our lines are open now. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, Carol just mentioned my tax organizer briefly, but if you go onto my website, which is tedwatkinsea.com, on the homepage, there's a little tab called Tax Center, and if you click on that, it'll direct you to our tax organizer, which is 15 pages, but you don't have to be intimidated by it because it's kind of a one-size-fits-all. So if you own rental property, or if you sell stocks, or if you own your own small business, it covers all that. But the really good part about it is that it's so comprehensive, it picks up almost every legal tax deduction that you're entitled to. So if you thumb through it and just spend a few minutes on it, you'll probably come across deductions that you didn't realize that the IRS allows you to deduct. So that's one good thing I like about it. But I have had some people that get intimidated by it, so I came up with a one-page form. It says what to bring with you to your tax interview. And that actually covers, it summarizes, it doesn't go through, obviously, in one page, all the things that the tax organizer does. But at least it'll point you in the right direction on what I need to do your taxes properly.
And you can get that by calling here. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Ted does free consultations with everyone as well. You can check him out on his website. It's tedwatkinsea.com. He has 2 locations. One is in North Scottsdale. The other one is in North Phoenix. His website is tedwatkinsea.com, and his phone number is 602-363-1952. or 480-707-7670. Call in here, get entered in to win. It's a business or personal tax return 2015. If you haven't done it, 16. That's a $400 value free to you. Get this organizer from us. Everybody should have it, and start now. We all know that our files are getting a lot thicker, and we can hardly put anything in them. It's time to get organized. So get that. Also, get this record retention guide. That's awesome. And that's like what? How many pages is this?
I think it's 3 or 4.
It's about 3 or 4 pages long, so you can have all that information. Also, get the Walmart card or the Starbucks card by calling here, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You also go back 3 years for people for free. Tell them about that.
Okay, that's right. So I can, for no cost to you, I'll take a look at your last 3 tax returns, the 2013, 2014, and 2015. And to make sure that everything's been done properly, and if make sure you haven't missed any deductions. And if the returns look fine, I'll tell you, they look great. We'll go on. Hopefully you'll do your returns with me in 2016. But if it looks like I could save you some pretty significant tax dollars, then we'd recommend that you do an amended tax return. Now, the reason it's only 3 years is that's all the IRS will allow you to amend. So you can only amend right now your 2013, 2014, 2015 returns. They can chase you forever, but they only let you get your or amend your tax returns for the last 3 tax years.
They're brutal, and
They
you do
are.
not want them to be coming after you, and you want some peace of mind. Have Ted go back 3 years for free for you. He will do a free consultation. He's got 2 Valley locations. One is in North Scottsdale. The other one is North Phoenix. For anyone that's listening way, way out there across the United States, he also can help anyone from anywhere. The number to call here to get entered in to win for the tax return, also for the Starbucks card, the Walmart card, the tax organizer, the record retention guide. There isn't anything that he doesn't give away. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Hang tight. We're going to be back in just a minute. And check him out at tedwatkinsea.com.
Traded it all.
So welcome back. We're talking with Ted Watkins. 7-year longest guest that's been on my show, but he does come on and back for a reason. Number 1, he does like to help people. Number 2, it works. But more than anything, because there are a lot of people that do call in and they want your help. There's a lot of people out there that have not had their taxes done, but there's nothing like having an enrolled agent do your taxes for you. He's got a very sharp pencil, and he's meticulous like you cannot believe. But also, he doesn't charge a lot of money. It's not about that. It's about him helping other people. He can help anyone in the United States, for everyone that's calling in, for all of the things that he's offering, which is a free business or personal tax return. Everyone's getting entered in to win that. That's 2015 if you haven't done them, or 16 if you have. Also, he's going to give you his tax organizer, and we all know that we need to start getting our act together and getting everything organize. His tax and organizer is phenomenal. It's 15 pages long. You get a lot out of that. The record retention guide, that's 4 pages, and a lot of people have questions on what to keep, what not to keep. You're also he's going to go back for you 3 years for free. He's going to give you a free consultation, a Walmart card, a Starbucks card if you want. There's so many things that he likes to give people. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I didn't ask you at the break because I was busy. I was wondering, do we have any war stories today?
We do.
Goody. I love those.
We actually have 2 today, if I have time.
Go ahead. Do it.
Okay.
Go.
Well, the first one is I had a person that came in, and thanks to the show, thank you very much, Carol, and he had not filed, check this out, since 1982.
Oh, my God.
34 years.
Wow.
So
that's the longest one
That's
yet.
the longest one I've ever had. My previous record.
How did he get away with it for that long is what I want to know.
He had a stack of certified letters that he hadn't opened, but somehow they hadn't gotten a hold of his bank account or
Wow.
his wages. But anyway, I met with him. He'd actually listened to the show quite a few times, and he was like a lot of people. They listen a lot before they call. But I don't know whether maybe he got another letter from the IRS too. But at any rate, he came in. Now, that might sound overwhelming if you haven't filed since 1982. But the good news is that he didn't make a heck of a lot of money over those years. And so I can probably only have to file the last 6 tax years, and the IRS will be happy with it. So and he had pretty good records too. I'll give him that. And so what I'll do is when you hire me, you have to sign an IRS power of attorney, and so I can get all of your income information that's on the IRS master computer. So we'll be able to get all of his income. Now he was a little contractor. He'll have to get his expenses. But I'm thinking that probably we'll be able to. I haven't finished the returns yet, so I don't know. But we'll probably be able to get him on a small monthly payment agreement, and most likely the IRS could care less about the returns prior to the 6 years. And the reason for that is they can't find the records in most cases because they're in storage in Martinsville, West Virginia. So at any rate, but
doesn't mean that you should wait. That's
doesn't
for sure.
mean you should
I just
wait.
want to get that out.
Yeah, and a couple shows ago I talked about a gentleman who we filed 6 years tax returns for him. And 3 of the 3 older years had refunds coming, and unfortunately those refunds go into what I call the IRS black hole, which means you aren't going to get the money. The bad news with him is that he owed for the most recent 3 years, so he's going to have to pay those tax returns or liabilities off, but the refunds are lost. So that's an example of why you shouldn't procrastinate, because you might have a refund and you don't even know it.
Right, and this is what Ted will do for you. He goes back for the last 3 years. Obviously, you have a situation, if you haven't done it in 30-some-odd years, he will tell you what to do with that, too. Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone should do that,
No.
though I do believe that we should. He does have this tax organizer that is awesome. It's 15 pages long that everyone should have. Everyone should have it just to see what they're entitled to. And also this record retention guide. It's 4 pages long, and a lot of people have questions about what records they should keep, how long they should keep them. So that's awesome. Everyone's getting entered in to win either 2015, if you haven't done it, or 16 tax return. So yeah, our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. You're also going to get the Walmart card from him and the Starbucks card. He really does, or a Starbucks card, I should say it that way. And he does want to help anyone and everyone out there, especially all 50 states, anyone who's calling in. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. He has 2 Valley locations here, which is North Scottsdale and North Phoenix, and his website is tedwatkinsea.com. He's been doing this since 1978. His phone number direct is 602-363-1952 or 480-707-7670, or call in here, get entered in to win all this wonderful stuff from Ted. 602-277-5369.
Okay, and the second war story is I had a lady come in just last week, and she had hired one of the tax resolution companies that advertises on the radio and TV a lot, and you probably would know who they are, because they do a lot of advertising. But at any rate, she had given this company $10,000. That's right, $10,000 to, and her only problem was that she had taken a premature distribution from a 401k and owed money based on that. So, and it wound up that this company did absolutely nothing for her, and the IRS filed a federal tax lien against her. And so what I do in a situation like that is I just charge a $175 power of attorney fee. And so what that allows me to do is to talk to the IRS. Then I can get a transcript and find out if you have filed all your tax returns up to date. And then I get transcripts, which what those are is it shows if you owe money, it'll break it down between the tax, penalties, and interest. It'll show any payments you've made, any refunds that have been credited, and so forth. So you'll know exactly what you owe the IRS, and then we can proceed, because I have a motto that if you don't know what your problem is, how can you solve it? So
That's a good point.
So that's what the getting the transcripts is all about. And so at that point, you can decide to hire me. I hope you do, but you don't have to. There's no obligation beyond the $175. Now, these people had given this company $10,000 on a credit card. So, and like I said, they had done nothing, and they hired them about 2 years ago. So they had plenty of time to work on their situation. And so, unfortunately, there's a lot of bad apples, and we call it the tax resolution business, which is where you owe money to the IRS or the states and so forth. So you have to be real careful, and particularly a lot of those companies that advertise on the TV and the radio don't have very good ethics.
Right, and it's not something that you should do. Why should people not do it themselves at all?
Well, a few reasons. First of all, it's very time-consuming. So unless you have the time, you can be spending hours and hours on hold, for one thing, before you even talk to the IRS. So what I do is I put it on speakerphone and work on tax returns.
But what they do mostly is talk too much, and then you get in trouble.
That's right. Most people, they're emotionally invested in their own situation. And for me, it's just I have no emotional involvement at all. It's just it's my job and my business, and I know a lot of the IRS auditors and revenue officers and agents, and it's just it's our job my job to help you out, and it's the revenue officer's job. They want to get rid of the case most of the time. He's
been doing this since 1978, so he has got a lot of experience. He has 2 locations. One is in North Scottsdale. The other one is North Phoenix, but he can help anyone in the United States. He's licensed in all states. His website is tedwatkinsea.com. His number direct is 602-363-1952. Or you can call him at 480-707-7670. But, I say that everyone should keep on calling here. You're going to get entered in to win. If you haven't done your taxes, that 2015 business or personal, if you have done the 2015, that's a $400 value at least. Everybody's situation is different, but it's a $400 value free to you. And even if you have never had an enrolled agent do your taxes, it's the most wonderful things, because they really, he does the job like no other, and he doesn't charge any more for it, which is awesome. He's going to go back for you 3 years. For the last, 3 years for your tax years, if you have to do that, for no cost. Also, he's going to do a free consultation for you. You're going to get a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card, the tax organizer, and the record retention guide. There isn't anything he doesn't give away. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. What's your final words for today, Ted?
Okay, I'm still getting a lot of calls from people who have been contacted by the telephone on this scam that's going around, and they tell you owe so much to the IRS, and you have to go down and get a